Live at the Grapevine. This is the Kosher Wine Review, and I've been wanting to taste this one for a while because how many wines that are white have 14.3% alcohol? I think the previous year may have even been a little higher. I'm not sure. I know a couple of their wines. Tura is the estate winery. This Cabernet is also 14.7, maybe a magic number in the 14 zone. What is an estate winery? An estate winery is where they grow their own grapes. You'd think that would be more of a common situation, but a lot of the wineries are what I call vineyard hunters. They go out and they farm basically with their minds, their eyes, and their piece of paper, and they go out and they check the pH of the grapes, and they ask the farmers how their growing conditions are, and they check the weather in those regions. They go after what they're looking for the flavor profile of the wines they want in their bottles. This is they cultivate it for their bottles. A lot more control. You can have a lot more finesse with how you handle your grapes in the vineyard. And I personally would love to have a winery someday, even to make 200 bottles of my own wine, where I grew my own grapes. So you could start to finish, not taking away from any of the co-ops that grow some incredible grapes that have wines coming out to the market, but it sounds like a nice thing. First thing you notice, you put some white paper from Yarden behind it, is that it's got like a straw kind of color with like a green tinge. Beautiful. Take like a grassy field and put some lemon zest. Is that lemon zest? Actually, maybe even lean closer to estrog and squeeze that zest, those oils that come out around your nose when you're walking through this. It's very fresh smelling. It has a beautiful, like citrus, but fresh, like salads. When you take a lettuce of some really fresh lettuce and you snap them in front of you, this fresh smell. And I don't mean sour or cabbage at all in any way. And then it kind of blows off and goes into this little bit buttery oak, which is how you know it's true to its varietal of Chardonnay. And this is from 850 meters above sea level, which is really high, 10 months in French oak barrels. And, bétonnage. That is the style where they stir it on top of its yeast, non-stop, slowly, never letting it rest and collect. It keeps the wine very vibrant. This is a very traditional French style that the guy from Alexander also does with his Chardonnay. I love it. Let's taste it. L'chaim v'bracha. It's a beautiful smelling wine. To a beautiful week, to connecting with what you do. Baruch atah Malcham Borei Peragafen. I love it. Again, the wine's at 14.3% alcohol, and there's no residual alcohol flavors at all. Great fruit, a little snappy, a little light acidic, which I like. It's great for food pairing. Don't be afraid of a little acid on the wine when you taste that grapefruit thing. Mind you, there's no grapefruit tones in the wine, but it has that snappiness that a grapefruit has on your palate. And it's got, again, beautiful lively citrus, that nice citron. The buttery oak is a little bit lighter. This is what I call a wine that could be disjointed if it was off any more, but it comes together very well. Music sometimes does that. You feel like the guy's going in all the wrong directions and he pulls everything together. This wine is pulling me in a few different directions, but right when it hits the middle part of the palate is quite nice. I like it a lot. It's a big, bold wine. It's creamy and mouth-filling for a white wine. I think these are around $30-ish retail in America. This is the Allegro 2011 5771 Chardonnay from Tura Estate Winery. L'chaim. All the best. I'm Yehoshua Werth, live at the Grapevine. This is the Kosher Wine Review.